changes to blue. And if we want to add an underline, you have to get your line tool and then just add it yourself. Make sure it's straight. Play that movie, and you'd see we have that kind of flash. It's a link if we were to click it, and it's taking a while, but I'm just gonna let that open by itself. So that's what the options does. When I get to filtering, here's the site. I didn't type it right. Whoops. But whatever, you get the point. Let's delete this. Go back to the text tool, and you have these other options called dynamic text and input text. Dynamic text, if you want to have text that constantly changes. So think of it as if you had a timer, or you had a game with someone's high score, and that number will always change constantly and it won't be the same. So you want it to be a dynamic text and not static text. If you were to have static text, then that whatever you have here will never change. Whatever text you have, dynamic text will always change if you want that option. So the only difference is it's the same thing, but you have behavior and character embedding. And like I said, I'm not sure if I said it, I don't remember, but dynamic text uses the font on the user's computer. Static text uses whatever font that you have on here, and it doesn't matter if the user has it or not, because they will still be able to see it. Dynamic text, you will be able, your user won't be able to see if you have a custom font. So this character embedding, this lets you embed the fonts, different types of fonts, into the flash file. So then if they don't even have it, you can put that in there, so then they can still read it. But if you don't have any characters embedded, it's just going to use whatever they have, and if they don't have it, then it just won't work. Multi-line, I had to write this out for you. Let's have it fixed with escape, and you'd see that the text is going off. That's because if we were to look, this is single line, meaning it'll only use one line. Multi-line will use multiple lines and word wrap it. Multi-line and no wrap means that it won't have any word wrap, and you're gonna have to put the indents yourself. So if we were to do that, then you'd see that now we have multi-lines with no wrap. And that's pretty much the same thing for input text. You have these options again, but if the input text is for if you have a user that's gonna put in something. So let's say that you have the input text, and you look that we have these different options. It isn't for links. You can set the max number of characters a user can type in. So let's say they had a pin for some game, and you made it 4. They can only type in 4 characters, nothing more. As you can see, I can type in as many as I want, but if we were to run this, and you won't be able to go, the user won't be able to type more than 4 letters or numbers, whatever you want. You're gonna have to set that yourself. That's pretty much it for the input text. The user just types in something inside this text, like their name or credit card numbers or whatever you want. Now, something I didn't discuss is filters, which is something completely different. So let's take all of these out. Let's delete this text. Let's put this in. Let's type in Flash, CS4, escape, select this, and you have this filters, and this is basically effects, and that's it. If we were to go here, we have this option: add filter, presets, clipboard, enable or disable filter, reset or trash a filter. Let's add a filter, and let's add this glow, and you can see we have this glow to our text. And you could set the quality. I'm just gonna leave it at low. The color you could set to, let's say, black. That's not really good, but you have these other options called knockout, which basically takes out the color, whatever color you have for the font, and just uses the background. So if you were to change the stage to, let's say, green, you'd see that the font's now green. It blends with whatever the background is, so it changes it back to white. Click this again. We see these filters. Inner glow means the glow is going to be from inside and not outside. And that's pretty much it for the glow. You have all these different filters, and you can do, you should just experiment with these. I'm not going to discuss all of these because it's going to be, it varies from what you use. So I'm going to remove this filter by clicking it, and then hit this trash can, and then you see that our filter is gone. We have presets, that meaning that whatever glow you whatever filter you make and you feel like you want to save it, let's put glow, and then put save as, and you can name this as glow 1. You'd save that, and then you have this clipboard. You can copy different filters, and then you can load these filters. You have these presets that you've made, customize yourself. You can delete this, anything you made. You have these other options called reset filter or enable disable filter, and we're not going to go over those because it's something you can figure out yourself. And that's pretty much it for the text tool. And that was pretty long, and it's very important that you understand this because you'll be using this a lot, the text tool a lot. So thanks for watching.